Hello there. I'm Scotty. And we're not. Welcome back to the Smallville Retrospective. We're on season 8, episode 20. We're almost there. Beast. Yes, titled Beast. Aired April 30, 2009. Directed by Mike Roll. Roll? Just an interesting one. We had the return of Alessandro Giuliani as Dr. Emil Hamilton. He did appear in an earlier episode, but he was barely there. I didn't even notice he was in that episode, but yeah. Let's go ahead and we'll find further the story and the Chloe nightmare shit. This opening scene was freaking gnarly, dude. So Chloe is about to go to sleep when her phone rings. It is Davis, who is the creature living in her basement, is what it says. She goes down to find rose petals. And as soon as I saw this, I'm like, this is a dream. It's gotta be a dream. She goes down. Okay, the same guy who wrote that one episode is in this. How romantic. He even has candles lit. And she's like, tells her how much she has done more for him. And she's like, it's weird, I don't remember candles and flowers down here. She goes, he is like, there isn't. He's been out, but he's been super careful. Closer, they talked a little bit, and then they just start to make out. I thought they were going to start doing it. And then she notices blood on the floor. She goes, is that blood? And he's like, what'd you expect to happen? I thought it was going to be Yimmy. But no, what she finds is Clark. Half of Clark, the top half of Clark, with the Superman S symbol, the symbol of hope on his chest, like like the season 1 cover in the cornfield. Nope, it's just a nightmare. Yeah, yeah. The next morning, she's having problems making. She's having problems making espresso. Clark walks in, say, is she doing okay? She's like, I used to be able to make espressos in my sleep. Now, I don't know. Or he says that. She used to be able to make espressos in her sleep. Clark has newspaper, tells public an article about Davis Bloom being a serial killer. Why? He begins to think that he's still alive, and Chloe says you just be paranoid, don't worry about it. At the Ace of Clubs, where Oliver is meeting with some of his surviving board of directors from Luther Corp. So they weren't all in that room when it exploded, because they said he was the only one that survived. It's confusing. The writers, they'll just write whatever, and then actually there were some board of directors that weren't in there, but they're alive. He doesn't have to worry about business. Yimmy comes over to ask for some money. His car is broken. He needs $600 to fix it. Oliver knows he has somehow knows he has some sort of drug problem, and Jimmy gets mad. He's like, I can help you. I can give you a job if you want it. He's like, okay, you gonna drive me there too? Or no, I can take you to appointment. You need appointments. I can take you there. He's like, I can set you up. And he's like, you gonna drive me there too? Because I don't have a car. Chloe meets up with Dr. Emil Hamilton, the science from Oliver's company, asking him if he can find a cure for Davis. She says that he's hiding Davis in her basement, but he can't tell anyone. She tells him Oliver killed Lex, and he cannot make a proper judgment on Davis. She gives him a water bottle with some saliva on it, and then when she leaves the car, Davis shows up. Chloe freaks out because he's out. He tells her that he can't control the monster anymore. Yeah, he is. It's like he's an addict. And he's just, whenever she's gone, he's like, when you're gone, I can't control it. I can't do it. And, yeah. He can't stay away from her anymore. And so they return to the Talon. Spelled wrong here. It's Talon. And it's spelled here Tlen. Talen. Chloe shows Davis the article and they went. Chloe suggests that they should go on the run. Leave Smallville. Davis says she has done more from him in the last few weeks than anyone has done in his life. Chloe is sure, and after she closes a few accounts, they will leave by sundown. Clark goes to see Oliver, tells him that he has to go protect Chloe. He went and X-ray, used the X-ray vision on Davis' grad site, and it's empty. He's like, Clark, I buried it with my own 2 hands. I still got dirt in my fingernails. Well, it's empty. It's not there. Something clawed its way out. Maybe after Chloe again. Clark decides to go to the fortress and see if he can find a way to open a portal to send Davis and Phantom himself. Oliver thinks she has to face Doomsday. He's like, no, you have to fight him, Clark, and you have to kill him. Clark refuses to kill anyone. He cannot take a life. Zod! He killed Zod. Twice. Well, no, he killed Zod, right? I mean, technically. He killed Brainiac before. And then there's... I don't know. He has killed before. I know he has. Not even Doomsday's life can't take. Find another way. Chloe then is talking to Dr. Hamilton in a video cam. Well, it says video can at the Foundation. He says it might not be possible to cure him. He tried to kill the cells on the saliva, but they would magically come back to life. And he's pretty freaked out by it. Clark zooms in and tells her that Davis is alive. He is going to lure him to the fortress and send him to Phantom Zone. Chloe disagrees, but then tells him about some murders in Alaska. Yeah, she's like, oh, I've heard some about some killings in Alaska, but they didn't sound like Davis's M.O. I just want to point out, she wouldn't have heard. Because if there's Davis's M.O., it'd be missing persons, not murders. As soon as she said murders, Clark would have been like, murders. Well, then she did say it's not Davis's M.O., so... When Oliver goes to see Chloe, he goes to her apartment. He finds Yimi stealing from her. He says he'll pay her back. Davis knocks Oliver unconscious. Unconscious is what it says. Who wrote this? And Jimmy out as well. They're both tied up in the basement. Chloe calls Davis. She says she's on her way. Oliver yells out she should stay away. Yimi asks Davis to kill him since he had taken everything away from him. As I return red, Oliver says that Chloe would never forgive him for killing Yimi. Knocks Jimmy out and says he has that he has to be him them. What? I think what it's trying to say is that it has to be him then. No, it says that he has to be him them. Who wrote this? Clark comes in. There's a super hearing. Find Davis in the basement. Picks up Davis, super speeds out of the basement. Cliff finally arrives, Yimi on a stretcher. Tells her to stay away from the monster. Oliver and Chloe argue about how to handle things. She tells him that she has the situation completely under control. Oliver says she doesn't, and it doesn't matter when Clark took Davis away. At the fortress, Clark and Davis argue. They fight a little bit. Clark opens the portal to the Phantom Zone. They struggle. This is Chloe appears via the Indian caves. Yeah, Indian caves. Native American caves, excuse me. The writers clearly forgot that Clark could gain entrance through the Native American, the Kawachi caves, because several times, like in the episode Legion, he's super speeding his way to the fortress, and I'm just like, why not just use the caves? And then and then someone remembered, hey, didn't they used to teleport via the caves? That's right, Chloe can do that. And this is where you get the frustration. You use the chip from Clark's. The chip? I don't know. I thought it was a disc or something. I don't know. She tells him that she can't allow Clark to send Davis to a life of hell. She takes Davis' hand and teleport away. They are... See, it's like they went, well, we need to come up with reasons why we can't do certain things. People are going to come... Because we have a certain way we want to do it, and then people will complain, why did you do this, why did you do that? Why didn't you just do the thing in the comics? Well, now he's resistant to meteor rocks, so that won't work. Why didn't you just send him to the Phantom Zone? Chloe stopped, though he still has the thing, but I don't know. Question: why did he have to take him to the fortress to send him there? He could literally take that thing everywhere, anywhere, right? I don't know. Lose the corp. Jimmy's meeting with Oliver again. He offers him a job. He's like, does that come with a 12 step? Only if you take the stairs to your office. He trusts him with his instinct. He gives him a check, and he's like, no, I don't need it. And he's like, no, it's a job. Take it. And so Clark back at the foundation, looking at the computers, trying to find Chloe. Oliver shows up and says, Chloe chose to do this on her own. That Chloe chose to do this on her own. And that she might have feelings for Davis. Clark is adamant. Chloe's not like that, or whatever he says. It's so... Oliver yells at him, said he didn't want to handle Doomsday because he did not want to get his hands dirty. Sooner or later, Clark wants to make this tough decision as heroes do. Oliver leaves and Clark receives a call. I believe Clark calls. It's Chloe. She says that she's okay, she'll be fine. She begs Clark to stop looking for her. Clark keeps saying that Chloe is in danger, and he asks if she really developed feelings for David. She says no, that she's doing this to protect him. He's not there to save only her, he's there to save everyone. Clark begs her to come back. She says that if she learned anything from Clark, it's that doing what is for the greater good includes sacrificing yourself. She will sacrifice herself to ensure Clark is safe. She says, goodbye! And Clark smashes the file cabinet in frustration at the end. But it's not yours, dude. Davis comes out from the gas station, gives Chloe a heart-shaped lollipop, and they drive off. End of episode. So, we have furthered some of the story moments here. I want to point out, Chloe's a stupid. Okay, I just want to point that out. Like I said, they're clearly trying to make sure they dot the I's and cross the T's here with the excuses, right? But I think the best thing is to send him to the Phantom Zone. Yes? No? Yes? No? Yes? No? But clearly, that's not the route they're going to take. It's a very obvious idea. And I'm not going to spoil anything yet, but Clark's going to try to save him. Something's going to go wrong. Right? Trying to save the human part. Something's going to go wrong. Yeah. I don't understand Chloe's sudden feelings for Davis. She says she's not in love with him, but she's had a dream about making out with him. So there's got to be something there, right? Yimmy. So was he really fishing for drug money, or did his car... Did he really need to fix his car? Right? And it's morphine for the pain that by this point should be gone. Can you just get addicted to morphine? Is that just it? He's not for the pain, he's just addicted to morphine? Didn't know that was a case. Because, like, too much morphine, you're going to get knocked out or something, right? It alleviates the pain, sure, but, like, at this point, he shouldn't have any pain, though. He did get knocked around in this episode, so I don't know. And I remember back when I first watched this, it's like, she's running off with him. She said, oh, it's to protect you, Clark. I'm not in love with him. And it's like, okay, I get it. Sacrifice. But, like, Clark's, like, doesn't want anyone to sacrifice themselves. They just made a whole speech to Zatanna about not sacrificing yourself. And she didn't learn nothing. Though she was sort of, at the time, she probably didn't hear anything. But, you know, whatever. Lois not in this episode. Neither is Tess, to be honest. Hold on. This episode, we have no Lois, no Tess, no Lois, and no Tess. Oliver was there, Davis was there, Dr. Hamilton was there. He'll be more prominent within the next couple seasons, but right now, not so much. But I don't. I'll give it a 3. It's fine. It's it's filler, but it's not. It's sort of giving us more of the story, leading us to the finale. So it's more necessary than Zatanna or Stiletto ever was, especially Stiletto. It's kind of on par with Eternal, where it's filler, but it's still kind of moving the story. You know what I mean? So we'll get there. I believe the next one is complete filler, but it kind of comes back around to something Tess has been doing behind the scenes since episode 2. So we'll get to that. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this episode? Leave a comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.